the way I move. First you slide, then you boom. That's a capico on you. Oh, watch the way I move. Oh, watch the way I move. Oh, watch the way I move. First you slide, then you boom. That's a capico on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're over here cruising down the street in my Maybach, and we are in Taxi Boss once again, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know people saw my YouTube short video earlier today, and that was to showcase off the tune-up car shop that was added to the game. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you guys a couple of locations in which you can find your scavenger hunt items. Make sure to smash the like button on this video and, of course, subscribe to my channel if you guys are new here watching for the very first time, and hit us up down below in the comment section with your personal thoughts and or opinions on this particular update. So, right over here at the Racer Club, we just picked up some Racer Springs. Now, you can also get the Racer Springs from Racer customers, as they are going to call you in your client calls. As you can see, I picked up the items, they disappeared, and then they respawn. So let's just say, for an example, you know, someone beats you to the punch. All you got to do is wait there for a couple seconds and they will respawn. We're going to go ahead and pick up this fake tech billionaire because we need the money. And the reason why I say fake is because I believe that the tech billionaire is supposed to actually call you in the form of client calls. So these tech billionaires that you may find here at the strip or either at the military base, they're not the real tech billionaires. They're not going to give you a large sum of money as well. So you can pick and choose to pick them up. I just like seeing 10.0s in the city, so they get me real excited. Anyway, we're going to show you guys some more locations after we drop this guy off here. He's going to piss us off because he doesn't really give us a lot of money. But like I say, you know, just seeing a 10.0 and having a 10.0 car, you put 2 and 2 together. You feel me? So there we go. About 11,000 for this particular tech billionaire, quote unquote. I'm also seeing, you know, attention to detail, like I, you know, basically pointed out in my last couple of videos with the buildings that have names on them. There's ads in the game now that you guys can watch down in the city. Looking at the particular customers that are standing on the streets here, you can see the rankings, you can see colors, you can also see the name and their titles, and now you can see the icons that match the particular individuals. So let's say, for an example, you pass by a electrician, you'll see a little thunderbolt, and you will also see that they're sporting a, you know, construction hat for safety purposes. Here we are at the construction site, and as you guys can see, we have the concrete bag and the metal pipe that's going to be spawning here. This is what my personal inventory looks like from the things that I basically found around the city and was given to me from certain client call customers. Now, if you are in my shoes, these things, they serve no purpose to you. You know what I'm saying? I was just collecting them for the purpose of the video to showcase off the locations. I believe the more rare the item, that's the reason for the countdown cooldown timer there. Anyway, as I was mentioning, if you're in a, you know, situation like you're in my shoes, these items, they really don't serve a purpose to you, and this update doesn't really suit you. And as we are driving along, we're going to be going to the location of the car shop, as you guys saw in my video short. And if you didn't get a chance to see it, go ahead and check that video out on the channel. Anyway, as I was saying, this update doesn't really suit me because my company office is at the max of the upgrades, and most of my vehicles are already maxed out in their upgrades as well, because I play this game heavily. So I definitely have a lot of money to basically back that point up here. But here is the car shop. So here's a method that you guys can actually use. You can come to this particular place to pick up some items here, but as you are picking up items here at the shop, they're actually going to cost you money, as comparable to the scavenger hunt way where you're searching around the map. And as you saw, we picked up from the race club and we didn't have to pay a single dime. But when we come over here to the car shop, we're actually going to have to spend money. And that's not the purpose of this update. The purpose of this update is to try to help the new players save money for the next vehicle that they're trying to purchase. As you all know, a lot of players come into this game and they get very upset because they see other players such as myself with some fast ass luxury hyper cars that they can't get yet, because they're in the early stages of the game. But nonetheless, to say this update is suitable for those particular types of players. The items are going to be physically used to upgrade your car and to upgrade your office. So hence the reason why there's metal pipes and wood planks and concrete. That stuff is going to be used to physically build up the office company building. And then you have the racer spring shots, you have the gears, you have the turbo. That stuff is going to be used to physically upgrade your car. So now we're over the bridge, entering the industrial portion of the map. This is where all the workers are at, basically. And we're going to be heading over to the docks. And the reason why I'm heading over here is because, one, this is, an area of interest in the game. A lot of particular client customers, they get dropped off here. There's also a couple of activities for you guys to do over here as well. And there's a race over here. So we're going to be taking a look over here, and I spot something to my left. And as you guys can see, we pull up over here. There's a concrete bag, very similar to the construction site. And we also have a metal pipe over here. So like I explained, if it's a rare item, it's going to have a cooldown timer, but it's not going to be that long. The maximum time that I've seen so far was like a 2-minute wait for a metal pipe. So I'm just going to continue to look around in the dock area. I just want to make sure that I'm not overlooking anything, because this is actually a very big area and you can kind of get lost, especially if you're a new player. I am a veteran, you know what I'm saying? I've been playing this game since the release and I know where everything is and I know it just like the back of my hand. And we just picked up a rare, or shall I say, an epic racer spring. We're going to go ahead and pick up this mafia guy and we're going to drop him off at the Boss Airport. Very, very convenient, you know what I'm saying? So along the ride of me showcasing you guys these locations, I'm actually still making money. So that's really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? This is the main purpose to play the game. A lot of people came in here today, especially those that are pros at this game, OGs, veterans, whatever you want to call them. These guys came in here complaining, oh, we ain't got nothing to do. This update doesn't suit us. How is this a W update? Bro, work on your client calls and work on getting that bag. You feel me? Get rich in this game. There's no limit to the amount of money you guys can make. So the people that kept saying today, when I was in the server, oh, this update is pointless, I can't do nothing. There's nothing for me to do. You're not done with the game. You know what I'm saying? Just because this update is not for you, that doesn't mean you're done with the game. Make that money and get these freaking client calls situated, because there is vehicles attached to these client calls. As you guys saw, I got that 6x6 by doing my military client calls. Speaking of the military, we're going to go ahead and check the base, because this is another point of interest here in the game. So there is customers that get dropped off here, and there's some customers that you can pick up here. Sometimes you might get lucky and find a tech billionaire in here. And this is the obstacle course, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are a new player to the game, I highly recommend that you sport your vehicles with off-road tires, just so you can actually make it through here. Then once you get comfortable, you won't actually need the off-road tires, because look, I just got through here with the luxury ass Maybach car with normal tires. And do I dare see a freaking mayor here at the freaking military base? What are you doing here? Like I said, you never know what you're going to find here at the military base. And seeing as I was talking earlier about the attention to detail, look at the electrician. He has a construction hat on and there's a little thunderbolt in the icon. So that's really, really cool. I'm going to go ahead and spin the block here and just take a look at the rest of the base. We're going to go over here to the barracks area and we're going to see if we can find any items. But so far as I'm cruising by, I don't see any. And look what we come across. Another fake tech billionaire. Like I said, once again, to repeat myself, I do believe that they're going to traditionally and naturally call you. But these fake ones, you could pick them up. You might get lucky with, one of them giving you maybe 25,000 or 30,000 at max, but that's about it. So look at this. And now we're exiting and we're just going straight through this. Very, very easy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to hold you. Like I said, I've been playing this game ever since the release. So going in and out of the military base, I don't really have trouble. But I know a lot of new players, they do have trouble. So I do highly recommend that to start, use the off-road tires on some of your cars. I know it's going to look disgusting on some of your builds, but just in case if you're working on the military client calls, you're going to need those off-road tires to get in and out, unless you have a big vehicle, like an SUV or a pickup truck, or maybe you have the semi truck that's in the game. Speaking of which, you want to buy that semi truck, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to need it. Nonetheless, to say, we're going to drop off the tech billionaire conveniently where we picked up the other tech billionaire. How funny is that? And look at that. He gave us more than the last one, almost 14,000. So it was worth the pickup. I'm over here showing you locations and making money on the side. That's what it's really all about in this game. You feel me? So all the people that were mad today about the update, I understand, but don't get too mad. You know what I'm saying? Because there is attention to detail. Look at all of these signs all over the buildings. They have names. You have locations, being posted on the buildings. Like they have I think it says a business area over there, like close towards the bank. And I'm like, wow, I never seen that before. But now I'm going to go over to the Beechwood area because this is another point of interest. You drop customers off over here. And from time to time, back behind this building that I'm passing by, there's usually some 8.9s and, like 9.0 customers waiting back there. So right about now, I'm going to just take you guys across the sand and I'm going to just see if there's anything over here. But I won't doubt that there will be anything over here. But during the making of this video, I haven't spotted anything over here. There's a lot of kids right here. Wow. Look at this 1.8 family group right here. They're not going to fit on this in this car, by the way. We need something bigger. But as we are pulling up to the sands, there is literally nothing over here. Nice little day to, take a dip in the water, of course. And speaking of, nice days and things of that nature, I would love to experience nature in the game. I would love to have weather, conditions. I think that'd be nice. What if it was like raining or snowing, like actual things falling from the sky? I would love to see that. So right about now, I'm going to take you guys to another location. And this is the worst location possible because it's a very long drive and it's super annoying when customers want to get driven up here. So this is going to be the top of the hills, ladies and gentlemen. There are a certain few client calls that want to see the city from the top. And this is just like, it's super, like, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to come up here and you don't want to pay us because we didn't get here fast enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one told you to want to come up here and see the city from all the way at the top. Like, I hate this. But seeing as I'm going to be going up here anyway, we're going to discover something that I didn't know about. And this is literally like the first time I've seen this. Like, plenty of times I've driven up here, but I've never really seen customers actually up here. There's a bunch of freaking lumberjack people over here. They're low rated, but they're existing. And look at this freaking house all the way at the top of the hill. How convenient. You got lumberjacks, then you got a bunch of trees that are cut up over here, and you can find yourself some wood planks. Same scenario. These things are going to respawn after you basically pick them up. So this is another location that you guys can find them. Once again, these locations in the game, they're conveniently free. But if you want to pay for the more rarer items, epic items, legendary items, if a legendary item exists, you're going to want to head over to the car shop. So now I'm scrolling through my personal inventory of cars, and I'm going to try to find something that has, like maybe half of its upgrades, because I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of cars in the game, they're going to require a lot of money. So here we have the ZZ1 here, and we're going to take a look at the turbo. And as you guys can see here, we have actual parts that can get crafted in order to make the upgrade to the car. So right now I got twin turbos underneath the hood, and I can craft a big single turbo and I can craft a normal turbo for free. So this is the main objective of this update. As you saw previously, if you have ever played the game, we always needed money to make these upgrades. And now they have a way for you to upgrade your car and actually save money. So just like that, we were able to craft the big single turbo, even though we're not going to use big single turbo in this car, but you saw that we were able to do just that notion right there. We crafted it and it didn't cost us money. Only thing is going to cost you guys is the actual parts. So here we have another car loading in. This is my McLaren PO. I love this car. It's just such a beauty to look at. Such a shame though, it's only at a 7.5 in its rating. Once again, we could go ahead and craft the turbo here for this car. So that's exactly what you're going to be using the pieces for, ladies and gentlemen, to craft and upgrade your cars and also to upgrade your company. I'm not going to show you guys the company because my company is currently at a max. We have the office built all the way up. We have the garage built all the way up. And that's going to be the ending of this video. Peace.
Tryna make my mama proud of me. I hope my mama proud of me, cause I dubbed college just so I could focus on a dream. I know my mama died of me, salute me, nasty down with me. Now two bros going back and forth, sibling rivalry. This guy gotta be, do numbers like the lottery. The coldest every winter, every summer, nothing hot as me. And if I spring up, bet my nigga on the side of me. Ready for a war,